And I'm a cursed moron. I completely forgot to record. Please don't tell me. Oh. If I have to check Okay, I have to check that. If I recorded, that would be great. If not, let's rewrap the episode. Okay, I had a bit of a struggle with the swamp mistress. It was quite tough with the bloody worms because if I destroyed them, they would like discard some cards from my hands, and it was quite difficult because I had to try to combine like when she gives the lets the leeches suck on the blood and give him strength, and so I had to let her drain down and try to damage her during that phase when she is leeching to her, when the leeches are sucking her off her blood, and I tried to weaken her during that, and it eventually worked. And I needed to redo my deck. It's like became way better now. I added some new cards along the way, but now it's like more damage. It has more damage cards and is focused on bringing out not only like numbers but also like packs quite a punch. I have to say sorry, I removed the dwarves because we're a bit annoying. The Scalliers are very interesting to pack. Some really good cards. Where is it? Here. They're actually super good. I didn't know, but since I had them, and I upgraded a bit my camp, and we are almost done with upgrading everything. And I think last episode we also found a treasure that we got some good coin, but we lost some men because it was kind of a curses thing, and so they were too greedy and took too much money, and they got stuck in the swamp. And we meet a semi-witcher, not the real witcher. But yeah, I hope I recorded that. I'm super pissed if I'm not. That was such a cool episode. I didn't talk much because I focused so much on the battle, but it was an enjoyable battle. I had fun. What a shame. So for that reason, always check when you're recording, because that can bite you in the ass one day. And it already did a couple times to me in that series, and I'm so sorry about that. Knickers is by and large a polite dog who heals. She spawns in one good day, even sits when instructed to do so, especially when he is giving a good scratching beforehand. One day, however, Knickers strayed from Valyrian routine, lured and appetizing sensed, and with waving armor led him to the cavern from which not a single light escaped. To enter or not? He pondered it for a move, licking his snout and titling his head. In the end, he decided that world belongs to the brave. Are we gonna play as a dog? Help Knickers to reach the end of the cave without turning back and collecting all soup and wine along the way. What? Aww. That's sweet. That seems interesting. Oh, they turn into monsters? Oh, because... Shadow, that's cute. It's really cute. But I think we should have this thing solved easily. And here we go. I think we need to go down here. Let's try that. And here we go. And I don't know where the escape is, so will be definitely interesting to see. Let me win. Yes! That was a quite funny, enjoyable battle. Did we get anything out of it? Or just the enjoyment of playing with knickers? I think it was the enjoyment of playing with dog. What a joy. Okay. I think we're gonna leave that area now.
In evading Nilfgaard's banners, Meve led her force into Angren's wildest reaches. The foe could not attack the Lyrians there, yet hazards of another sort befell them. One day they reached a quagmire too vast and deep to ford. So the Queen summoned her engineer, Xavier, and called on him to build a makeshift bridge. By nightfall, he had drawn up plans.
We shall start by laying abutments, then drive piles into the mire.
The depth?
We dropped plumb lines. 4 L's.
Confused by the plans,
What?
Meve did not see as Xavier slipped a line off his shoulder. By the time she felt it on her throat, she feared it might be too late.
I long awaited this moment, when we would be alone.
What?
You die now, Majesty, and with you dies Lyria's, Rivia's, the whole North's will to resist. Hail, Ketzer! Hail!
What died was the Nilfgaardian rallying cry in Xavier's throat. At the last instant, Gascon and Reynard rushed in to save the warrior queen, and thus proved their loyalty beyond any doubt.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
There was no answer, but Reynard could hear her breathe. Meve would live.
We saved him from fire.
It was several hours later when Meve finally came to. She opened her eyes, then Gascon and Reynard helped her to her feet.
I would never expected that.
Careful, Your Majesty.
I should have been more careful earlier. Damn it. If you two hadn't...
No need for words. You needn't mention it.
I couldn't disagree more. We're due for a long conversation. First of all, I owe you thanks. Second, my trust in you both has been heavily tarnished. I believe that goes without saying. Yet today you proved beyond all doubt that I can rely on you. So I thank you.
To serve under your banner, Majesty, it is an honor.
Hey.
Likely I'd have put it differently, but Reynard seems to have the right idea.
Very well. We've reassured ourselves of admiration for one another enough. We've matters to which we must attend. I trust as I lay there dead to the world, you did not sit about with your thumbs up your bums. Have you at least learned why Xavier betrayed us, sided with the Empire?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Your Grace, the rogue who lunged at you, in truth, was one Gwalter ep Luinoch, a Nilfgaardian spy.
Just a moment, that makes no sense. He saved my life in Mahakam, on the bridge.
He did, for he had to.
In one of the letters we found, Ep Dahi orders Gwalter to watch over Elder-in-Chief Hoog. The Scoia'tael in the mountains was sent there by Nilfgaard to recruit dwarves, but their commander, the Vixen, they feared she'd attack Bruva himself, something Eb Dahi wished to avoid.
Naturally. For someone else could seize power, someone not so neutrally inclined. Someone more likely to aid me, gods forbid. This discovery you made how?
We found in his toolbox a concealed compartment, letters inside. Though encrypted, we managed to decipher them. They were the Grey Rider for you to read.
The swine. An Imperial spy in my ranks this whole time. But to wait so long to strike, why?
He'd only just received the order. Another letter in the box, signed by General Eb Dahi, stated, "To Gwalter ep Luinoch. Eliminate M at first opportunity."
Honourless bastards. They'll stop at nought.
Now, Meve, you'll gain nought by getting riled. No sense to it. This is good news, in fact.
Is that so?
Think. Ep Dahi had a spy in our midst. He knew our movements, had his eye on us, his finger on the pulse. He knew our plans, who we parlayed with, and yet he didn't order your assassination. For you posed no threat. Well, clearly so much changed. Congratulations. Nilfgaard fears you now.
And rightly so. But we found him in the rubble at Rosberg, midst the ashes.
Precisely what placed him beyond suspicion.
We suspect Walter enlisted with the Edanians some years past, infiltrated that army.
He had a hand in Rosberg's defense. Then, when the time was right, he lent that same hand to its demise. Caused an explosion that tore a hole through its walls. It worked, but at a price. We suffered severe burns. If not for our medics, he'd have...
Stop. So it was not elves who brought about the fort's fall as he claimed.
A filthy lie to stoke the fires of racial hatred, to stir conflict and chaos and rage that would make the realm of Edirn waver and...
If we're to judge by Rayla's actions, he was rather successful.
Bastard. Yet even so badly hurt, in such pain, not for a moment did he drop his mummer's act.
I've heard much of Nilfgaardian spies, Your Grace. They're trained from childhood, face constant indoctrination. They do anything for the Emperor, anything and everything. As soon as Gwalter spotted a chance to join our ranks, to be at your side, he took it, exploited it ably.
To be brief, I've traitors all about me.
Your Grace, you resent our actions, I understand, but...
You, Willem, the Cad Caldwell, Gascon, Gabor, finally Xavier. Tell me how. How am I to trust anyone?
You can't. Amongst all the realms in the north, you're Nilfgaard's sole rival. One remaining threat. All other rulers either soundly defeated and enchained, or tails tween their legs, they've donned Nilfgaard's leash. The Blackclads will do all to destroy you, if not upon the field, then in secret, with an assassin and a quick, sharp blade.
What's left? Prayer. Melitele too is sure to turn and take Nilfgaardian gold sooner or later. Ugh. We've talked enough. We must form up. Move on.
Majesty, you ought to rest. You stand swaying. Your step can't be too sure.
Only my horse needs step true.
Meve, you've just about had the life choked out of you. No time to play the hero.
I'm not Gascon. Quite the opposite, actually. These damn swamps, they terrify me. I wish to get the hell out.
The Aruga lies near. I sent scouts ahead. They've secured a barge. We can sail to Red Lobindon.
Splendid. Sound the horns.
Alright. Think we are about to leave that area now, finally. And let's see. Oh, you need that. Be happy already. Be more happy. Where do we go now? What will happen next? I'm so curious. Can we actually... No, we can't. Yeah. Hey, let me go there. Oh, there's a rat. Gold chest? Where? I don't care for gold chest. Continue.
Sandflies and mosquitoes blanketed Meve's face and neck. She did not bother to brush them away. She'd been in Angren long enough to know more would come in their place.
Your Majesty,
Reynard called from behind.
our scouts have returned. We've a large force of blackclads on our tail, infantry and horsemen, and they draw nearer.
Blast!
Meve wiped away the sweaty hair stuck to her brow.
What say you, Reynard? Shall we give them a fight?
We're but a few miles from the river where a barge awaits. It makes no sense to battle now.
Though near her strength's end, Meve stepped up her pace. She could not wait to stand upon a barge deck and leave Angren's infernal bogs behind. Alas, in place of the promised vessel, they found only severed moorings.
No! No, it can't be!
Suddenly, Meve drove her fist into the trunk of the nearest tree. Fortunately, a soft and rotted one.
This isn't so!
Your Grace, have mercy. I stepped away but for a spell,
Croaked a scout, pale as a ghost.
and thieves jumped out the underbrush. Fell upon it. Whole band of them. A white-haired warrior, a minstrel, and a lass what had a bow.
Well, is that all?
Interrupted Gascon.
No vampire sat upon an ass with no saddle? You're cocked up, man, damn it. Meve, what now?
The Queen turned back towards the swamp. Between the trees, she glimpsed a golden sun glimmering upon a banner.
We shall discuss that later,
Said the Queen, drawing her sword.
provided we survive.
Alright, that's gonna be an interesting one. And so, rather than board the barge, Meve mounted her horse. Furious with the misfortune, she clenched her jaw, let her charge against the enemy. Should I ever come upon these thieves, she thought, I will have my vengeance. Okay, time for Nilfgaardian. They should definitely be easier than the others. I fought against them so many times. Knickers. I don't need you. Yes! I can bring him out. That's the thing that I was looking for.
Everyone, rally to me!
Okay, let's bring that out.
Left, right, left, right.
Your life is mine now.
Alright. Let's do that. I want to see that.
March on, march on.
Favorite cut of lamb?
Ah, shite. Here we go. I hope it's dead. At least it's gone. Ah, shut up. It's so annoying. God damn it.
Life had me flowed. Now here I'm marching proud.
What do you want of me?
Wise choice.
Watch your heads.
And turn. Ouchie. Don't you dare. Thank you.
Left, right, left. What now?
It's fine. We need some space, actually. And yeah.
Order!
Would you stop, maybe? And definitely bring those back. You will suffer immensely.
Make love, not war.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
God save the Queen!
Ever have a storm knock out one you'd see?
Can you give us more damage? This is legit all that you bring to the table. Boom, boom, boom. How much damage? Yes, give me more charge. It's only, you will only bring the inevitable upon you. I want to see that card in action.
Life is mine now. Looking to dance, mate?
And it's and turn. What you will do? Oh, they have their higher charge. That actually maybe saved us. I thought they would do way more damage.
Nice, Tedatu.
1 turn star. 1 turn star if highest LA power is odd, boosted by 5.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Lady Margarita. Choose a bronze ally if you hand it. Add 2 copies of it to your deck, then boost all the copies on the unit. Oof. Come on, yeah, thank you. Okay, here we go.
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
Let's see. I think we won that battle. They have 1 card.
Hail, Kerzer!
Yeah, we won.
Your Grace, that was but their vanguard.
Oh, that was not real. Oh. The real battle is still to come? Oh, hell no.
Near the battle's end, Meve faced a black-clad officer. Nimbly dodging his strike, she countered. The Queen's sword sank deep, the hilt rattling his breastplate. A rush of hot blood covered Meve's hands. The winged helmet toppled from the officer's head, exposing a sweaty face, gasping for breath.
When?
Before the Queen stood a ruddy-haired boy with long eyelashes. He was Willem's age, perhaps a bit older. His body slumped, then disappeared beneath the malodorous foam atop the murky waters. Meve cast away her sword as if it had burned her hand.
Majesty, what is it? Are you hurt?
Reynard said, rushing to her side.
No, I'm not. It's fine. Give the order to march. With no barge, we must walk to Red Lobington along the riverbank.
Your Majesty, we must tend to the wounded. Use the rest of the day, I wager.
We ain't time enough for that.
Interjected Gascon.
That was but the vanguard sent in pursuit to slow us down. And even so, they outnumbered us 2 to 1. What happens when the main force arrives? We must flee. Now.
And abandon the injured, to bleed to death in the mud.
Alas, Reynard, yes. Unless you'd rather we stayed and died with them.
Give a medicine time.
Gascon is right. Should Nilfgaard close the distance between us, we'll stand little chance.
Whew. At least you've the sense to...
But I would sooner perish than let my men rot in this accursed swamp. The medics will tend to all the wounded. Then, what will be will be.
I tell you what'll be.
Snarled Gascon.
Ep Dai'll take a butcher's hook and gut you. Then hang you from Lyria capital's walls. Yet, if this be your wish,
Meve waited for the medics to sew the last stitch, tie off the last bandage. Only then did she order her force to move out. At the column's end, upon stretchers, lay those without the strength to walk, consumed by fever, dazed or unconscious, dying. Fatigued and laden with the wounded, the Lyrians moved slow as molasses. Soon, Nilfgaard's forward elements had caught up. The Blackclads nipped at the Lyrian's tail with arrow volleys from the cover of trees and occasional forays by cavalry. They were in no hurry. They could torment their foes, weaken their spirit before the final
Oh, that's disgusting. That's so disgusting. How big is that? Oh my god. I'm confused. Okay, back. Okay. We go there? No, we go to that side. Alright, so... how do we move on? Interesting, now the doors are open here. Why did they not come from the beginning of the side and cut us off? That would be way better strategic-wise. Alright.
At long last, Meve spotted a dark form spanning the river's course, Red Lobendon's Bridge. Just a brief stretch more, and the Lyrians would find themselves beyond the invaders' grasp, free and clear of bogs, and the beasts that prowled them. Yet joy at this sight soon gave way to despair. The bridge was dark, black, from the horde of Nilfgaardians that held it. Clearly the Blackclads had divined the path of Meve's flight, and had cut off her last means of escape.
That's it. We're dead men. All. They'll cut us down to the last.
Meve shut her eyes, felt them sting with fatigue. She knew when she turned she could not show her men 1 ounce of fear, 1 pinch of doubt. She gripped her reins tightly. The leather dug into her skin, helping her hold back her tears. And when the Queen finally spoke, her voice was strong and boomed over the river's roar.
I know what you wish to hear.
The Queen began.
That the gods watch over us. That we'll come through the fray unharmed. That a friendly force is but moments away. Those would be lies. The truth is as bitter as it is undeniable. We stand cornered. Cannot win this fight. Cannot flee it. We can but choose how to die. Hanged from the boughs like common criminals, or weapons in hand, like the fighters we are. I've made my choice. Time you made yours!
With that cry, Meve broke for the bridge toward a forest of spears into a deluge of arrows. She let the tears fall from her eyes. Tears of rage, fear, fatigue. It was not until she'd almost reached the enemy line that she dared glance backward. And she saw she was not alone.
Oh my. Please don't let me tell that this is the end. Meve had hoped she'd never die in a home bed, surrounded by snot-nosed, tear-eyed grandchildren. Rather, she wished for a worthy end, armor shining bright and Lyrian banner waving magnificently in hand. Yet, under current circumstances, it seemed more likely that she'd die among the roosters, filthy with sweat and mud, trampled under whose Nilfgaardian horses. Could this truly be the fate the gods had decided for her? What's going on? Are we getting closer to the end? Is something good? Would be so pissed if we have like a bad end. That's definitely interesting.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Damage all enemies by 1. And turn. Alright. Can handle that. Enemy by 2 if it's destroyed, spawn fire on its row. Cooldown 1. Is this maybe the last battle? Oh, Jesus.
Looking to dance, mate?
Tell me you jest.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay, that was luck, but we could sum that out. What should we do?
We may die here today, but not on our hands and knees.
I hope we can... I don't know. Actually, I'm a bit terrified right now. I cannot use that card. Ay, 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 ay.
Again and again and again.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I'm terrified as hell. Da, 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 da.
Wise choice.
20. Oh.
Wait, you're
Please let not that battle decide our end. Can you stop it?
Obelisk to your command. Armorons.
I smell a leak.
Alright.
As you wish, milady.
Order! Life is mine now.
What happened? We have suddenly a higher advantage? Bring out knickers. We will see. We will fight now. We will win.
I warned you.
Damn it. Here we go.
Bigger they are, easier
Quiet.
they are to target.
In turn. What will you do? What card can we bring in that may help us in this difficult situation? I know actually that card could help us. Oh, that card can actually pre-save us our ass there. Oh my god. Can we actually win here? It's just the first fucking round. Oh my god. It's just the first fucking round. I am such a moron.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're friends, not foe!
Damn it.
Yes!
Better and better.
Yes! I'm so fucking happy! Yes! 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 Oh! Look at him! I'm so happy! Get rid of motherfucking Rivia! You fucking bastard finally showed up!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Don't color. Yes. Carols. Finally he showed up. I'm so happy actually.
God save the Queen!
That was so cool. Oh, I hate that card. I would actually like to kill...
That's no problem.
Oh, I cannot kill them. Draw cards until your hand is full. Okay, I'm trying to... If I get rid of every card... That should... Oh, you bastard. You bastard. That was a close call. Ah, Geralt of Rivia. That makes me so freaking happy. Hey, that was cool. Boost Chardidath by 2 and then duel an enemy. Ouch. Don't you dare to hurt my Geralt. Where's our queen? She's still there. Okay, time to do reinforcement. Big times. Yes, come on. Yes. Yes. You. Oh.
The quill is mightier than the sword.
The tables have turned. We have a chance. Okay, that's... I'm so happy of the turn of the events. I actually thought... I'm just so goddamn pleased how it turned out, everything.
Left.
Oh, damn it.
Left, right.
Place the card on the wrong... Hey. Don't you dare to hurt my... Sweet, sweet Geralt. Can you stop throwing fucking insects on my side? On my sides.
You mad? Don't shake that. Course I'll manage.
Here we go.
One bullet all I need.
In turn. You will
Now, how did that incantation
spawn a random potion in your hand. Alright, here we go.
Pointy end upwards, right?
That's fine.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Well, I have no new use for me, so... Immune status where battles cannot be available targeted. Okay.
When will you ever learn?
And spawn a random potion in your hand. Can you maybe not stop? Okay, this can change legitly everything. Oh, I just could not see it because this the log is in the way. Oh boy, sorry, you need to sneeze. Okay, this is going to... Ooh! Ooh! That's just a big ooh! Oh my god! We completely fucked them. We honestly... Yeah. Fuck you.
I'll relieve you of that.
Oh, damn it. Yeah. That saved our ass.
Your Majesty, no!
I've lost my tooth. Son of a whore.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, now we can do some pretty cool things because she is not the strongest anymore. I want to see them crushed, actually. I want to see utter defeatment. I'm gonna play every single card.
Wise choice.
Bring your best, you Nilfgaardian scum.
Knock out one of your teeth.
And pass. We won. Geralt.
A highly curious case.
Your life is mine now.
Just pass on. I have an army. Can you stop playing that trinket?
Wise choice.
And fuck you! Finally, Geralt. Am I recording? Oh, thank God I'm recording.
Meve was victorious on the banks of the Yaruga, but paid dearly for it. She lost a host of men and suffered harm herself. Yet she'd have been doomed, if not for a certain white-haired witcher. Meve longed to meet her mysterious savior and set off in search of him as soon as the battle dust had settled. She found him with the field surgeon and learned he was none other than the Witcher Geralt. Yes, incredible as it may seem, I've heard the tale from several and can vouch for its truth. At any rate, making note of the fact that Geralt's ears were ringing from a blow with a mace, Meve began immediately to interrogate him.
You for Faith Woodbridge?
Asked Meve, prodding him insistently. For a spell, Geralt worried his hearing was shot, but then realized the Queen had a lisp.
Worked out that way, I guess.
You guess?
Meve gagged on the blood in her mouth.
Someone hold me!
The Queen felt Geralt merited the highest honor, a knighthood. Another monarch might have delayed until a more opportune time, but not Meve. Meve delayed nothing.
Count Odo, you, sir, do the honors. Alas, I cannot because of my tooth.
For valor shown in battle, I, Meve, by the gods' grace, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, hereby do knight thee.
Geralt of Praise unknown. The bridge you felled with men from Rivia. Or so you guess. I guess it falls to me to dub thee Geralt of Rivia.
The Witcher aids to rescue. I translated quick the success that I got in Steam. Nice.
Meve had come home, though by a circuitous route, through Edern's smoking embers, Angren's beast-infested quagmires, cross Mahakam's snow-capped ridges. But she had returned, cloaked in legend, a mighty army in tow. The moment was weighty, and not to be tainted even by Geralt of Rivia's disappearance, or dare we say desertion. The hero of the battle for the bridge was now a sought man. Yet Meve was determined to take back her realm, with or without the Witcher's aid. The Lyrians' daring escapade behind enemy lines, and the triumphant victory at the battle for the bridge that crowned it, breathed new life into the North's war effort. Bands of resistance fighters now swarmed the conquered lands, while Kedwin and Redania, on the verge of swearing fealty to the Emperor, suddenly broke off talks with the invader. The Nilfgaardian war machine suddenly screeched to a halt, and the tide of war turned. Facing a united North, the invader had to withdraw the bulk of its forces from Lyria and Rivia. The way was cleared for Meve to retake her lost lands, defeat General Epdahi, and depose Willem. Or perhaps mother and son would not have to fight after all.
Milady, I come at King Willem's bidding.
Prince Willems.
His Majesty proposes a meeting. No arms, no escorts.
His Majesty? Whelp's barely tall enough to reach his mother's bosom. For shame!
Silence. Let him say his piece.
His Majesty, Willem I, wishes to discuss the possibility of a truce.
He wishes to surrender. Is that his aim?
Your words, not mine, Your Grace.
I've a few more on the tip of my tongue. But save them I shall for later.
Willem I's chosen the site for the parley in...
Willem I will choose nought. If he wishes to speak, let him meet me midst the ruins of Devil's Tower.
Understood, Your Grace. I'll relay your terms.
Willem's emissary rode off, serenaded by hisses and jeers. Frightened by the clamor, his horse reared and kicked. The rider forced his mount to obey with cracks of his crop, striking many more times than was necessary.
The fool. Nag'll toss him off first chance it gets. Soon as he loosens the reins.
No great loss, I wager. But tell me, your thoughts on this reunion?
Sounds a ruse to me. But I know that won't stop you.
Whence this certainty?
Come now, Meve. At the end of it all, he's your son. You still care about him, it's obvious.
You're absolutely right.
Perhaps let bygones be bygones. Perhaps it's not too late.
Only one way to know. Let's go.
Meve rode out clad in golden plate, her banners waving proudly overhead. She no longer led a band of ragtag partisans, but an army able to fend off an empire and drive its soldiers from her lands.
Ma'am, I've something you must see without undue delay.
Let's see. However, we're gonna see in the next episode, because I think we're getting closer to the end. That means I'm gonna play through this. I'm so goddamn excited. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Tell me if you were also so happy to see freaking Geralt of Rivia. I was so fucking pumped. Oh, I love Geralt. And it's a bit a shame that his appearance was so short. But it's also nice to know actually why he gets the title of Geralt of Rivia now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you want to see more and you haven't subscribed to my channel, think about subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.